Think of it as a matrix, somewhere in the South Fremantle universe. And staying with the outrageously purple crows, let me say this is where stars are born. Okay, Callum, this is Gary. And Gary's going to put that on you. And hopefully it works.
Yeah, that's fine.
15, going on 16, and already slightly media savvy. On a recent South African team trip, this young man featured in a documentary, but not as host.
Oh, no. I think that was one of the... I got interviewed a few times, so I think I'll be on there a bit, so that'll be pretty good.
Well, come on up here, because we're going to do the interview up here.
Yep, no worries.
This is Callum Ah Chee. Easy, friendly, a tad nervous. And his is a modern Australian story.
My great-grandfather sailed over to Australia from China, and so they kind of settled up there in Derby.
Yeah, you're the Derby Ah Chees as opposed to the Darwin Ah Chees and the Alice Spring Ah Chees.
So the Derby Ah Chees, so I guess it started from there.
But some time back though, Callum, how can I put this? How important is it to you, this Chinese part of you?
It's definitely important because, you know, it's part of my culture and my heritage. So I definitely want to, you know, go back and look through my family history and Chinese part of my culture. So that'll be something really important to me, I suppose. Because it's my culture.
Like lots of people up in Kimberley, especially in Broome and in Derby, the racial mix is quite considerable, and you are one of those.
Yep.
I mean, you've got European. I think you've got Dutch in you somewhere.
Yeah, I've got, so my pop on my mum's side, so my mum's dad, he's full Dutch. So I've got.
Do you know where from in Holland? I bet you don't.
No, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, you should find out. I'm Dutch, right?
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah, no. So my pop's a Dutchman, so that's pretty cool. I've got a mix of a lot of things. So.
Right. Also, Indigenous. Tell me about that. Where does that come from?
So, both of my dad and my mum, they have a Indigenous side. So, my mum sort of from down in Pinjarra way, so around there. So the Corbetts and Wallies and things like that. So
that's Noongar.
Yep, Noongar. So so my dad's side sort of up in Derby, Broome way. So that's Nikana and Nyaru. So that's my language.
And you know all this?
Yeah, I'm slowly starting to track back. So dad and mum, you know, give me the cultural side of things about Derby and Pinjarra and things like that.
So at home, they would have told you about your ancestry and who you are and where you've come from?
Yeah, so my mum and dad, because I'm not the smartest about my culture. I'm not
not the smartest.
Yeah, haven't got I'm not too rich in my culture, so I try to learn a lot about it, and you know, being an Aboriginal person, it's important to know a lot about your culture.
Is that how you identify?
Yeah, I'm mainly identified as an Aboriginal person, and my skin colour as well. You know, so a lot of people, not just myself and my family, but a lot of people around me, identify me as an Aboriginal person.
Callum's family are now the Armidale Ah Chees. Callum himself is one of 6 boys, and one of them, Brendan, is already with Port Adelaide. But football wasn't always the game of choice for the young Ah Chees.
It's pretty hectic at home, but it's good having the brothers there. They're all into their sport. I guess that's from my mum and dad, because they used to love their sport as well. So
Dad tells me that basketball was up there for a while with you.
Yeah. So when we moved down,
you got the build.
Yeah. When we moved down to Perth, which was in about 2000. I guess we started off with basketball because my dad used to play a lot of basketball up in Derby.
Right.
He was pretty good basketball himself.
Yeah.
So basketball was around for a long time until I guess we started getting used to the footy around here in Perth. Dad sort of brought us into the footy.
Let's talk about you and football, Callum.
Yeah.
I mean, you're pretty long. You told me about 6'1" or something. I don't know what that is in centimetres. I've got no idea. But you're pretty long and lanky. So what kind of a player are you?
So I'd say I'm a high forward player, so forward flank, and I like to run up and get a bit of the ball and bring it down to the forwards.
Are you fast?
I'm pretty fast, but I think my endurance is probably something I definitely need to work on. I hopefully want to start getting a feel for the midfield, because it's just exciting to play there, I guess.
Now we're sitting here at Fremantle Oval.
Yep.
Colts are about to go out.
Yeah.
You are wearing the red and white.
It's red and white. Yeah.
Do you have any heroes? Footy heroes, I mean.
Footy heroes. I'd probably have to be Buddy Franklin. He's my footy hero. I look up to him. He's an Indigenous player, and the way he plays is just amazing. Kicking like 113, I think it was, in 1 year. It's crazy, and me being a forward player, it's definitely someone I look up to.
Nothing wrong with having Buddy Franklin as a hero. And on the available evidence, there's no reason to think Callum Ah Chee won't one day have his own admirers. As part of the WA Indigenous team in Brisbane last year, Callum impressed.
The team did really well, actually. We won the championship, so that was the second year in a row. So that
the team
really
did rather well. How did Callum Ah Chee do?
I think I did pretty well.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to be selected into the Flying Boomerangs squad, so that was definitely a highlight. And but yeah, I thought my carnival went okay, but yeah, it was more of a team thing over in the Gold Coast.
Membership of the Flying Boomerangs and a trip to South Africa had more dramatic results.
Totally different, totally changed the way I feel about life.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Feel about life? How?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, we went over there, and the shanty towns, which are like the poverty-stricken areas, definitely opened my eyes, because I'm so much more appreciative of what I have at home. Just the way they lived over there just changed my life, I guess. I'm more appreciative of what I have here, and I'm happy that I have a shelter and a good family to come to with all my problems and things like that. So definitely changed my life.
And I think we should tell the people viewing at home that if this stand stays up for the duration of the interview, we'll be very lucky, because they're doing something underneath which you can hear, but we'll live with it. So, school, it's not just football. Are you intending to be an AFL footballer? Is that what you want to be? Or is this another game plan?
Definitely my biggest dream is to play in the AFL. But
Port Adelaide, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely Port Adelaide. But if any team wanted to draft me, I would be pleasured.
Yeah.
But nah, if AFL doesn't happen for me, I'm hoping to do something within the likes of sports science, or maybe interior decorating sounds pretty good to me. So
sorry, that was interior decorating.
Yeah, so like
from sports science to interior decorating.
Yeah, I don't know.
One's there and one's there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think sports science is something that I don't know, because I like to do something with sport.
I like the idea of you being an interior decorator.
Tell
me why.
I don't know. I like to decorate things, I guess. I think it'd be fun, something that I enjoy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't mind it. And
now, to get in the AFL, what are you, 15 going on 16?
Yep, so 15 going on 16.
And you're fairly slender.
Yep.
What's the plan? How do you get there?
And
can I interest you in a suite to help you along the way?
I'd love to say yes, but
you've got training.
Yeah, I have training today, so I can't.
So what do you have to do?
So I'm going to hopefully play for the Colts South Fremantle, but obviously Colts South Fremantle is going to be bigger bodies and older boys, so
you've got to work on that.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got to start hitting the weights, so start building up my muscles, and so
do you have the sort of body that will build it up? I mean, your brother Brendan, what's he like?
Yeah, well, moving from the WAFL into the AFL, he's definitely built up a lot. So yeah, definitely have to have a bigger body if you want to play AFL, to play against the bigger men. So definitely something I'm going to start thinking about later in the year.
And there will be other people like you, other Indigenous kids like you, watching you.
Yeah.
What would you tell them?
Well,
how do you get to where you are now?
I guess just stay positive with everything you do, and don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something, because you can achieve it.
But you may have come off an easier base than a lot of them have.
Yeah.
And where they still are.
Yeah.
How do they get to where you are?
I guess you just have to have that in your mind that you can do whatever you want to achieve, I guess. Whether you come from a hard family background, I guess you just have to strive and not let anything get in your way. I guess that's something that you just need to keep in mind, yeah.